According to a new rumor from My Time to Shine Hello on Twitter, the main villain of the first Fantastic Four film will be Galactus. This is a huge rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. But Galactus would make sense to introduce Marvel's first family. This rumor ties with the previous source that claimed the Silver Surfer via Disney Plus special presentation. Could the tie-in between both projects be the character known as the Eater of Worlds? My take on the rumor is that Galactus will enter the MCU in a very similar way as two other villains did in the MCU. Dormammu was the main villain in the first Doctor Strange. He is one of, if not amongst, the biggest Doctor Strange villains in the comics. I can see Galactus be introduced in a very similar fashion in the Fantastic Four film. I think that Silver Surfer's presentation on Disney Plus could directly tie with the Fantastic Four, kind of leaving the trail marks and leaving Easter eggs behind for Galactus to follow. You can even have the Surfer start off as an initial villain in the Fantastic Four film, but then Galactus will be revealed as the larger threat. This could all set up Galactus as a larger MCU villain for a future movie. Having Galactus around as a lingering force in the MCU and in space sounds really scary and might make for a good space horror film. But let me know if this rumor from My Time to Shine Hello sounds like a good idea for the new Fantastic Four. Another rumor to highlight is over one Ryan Gosling and the potential of him joining the MCU. According to insider and YouTube podcast host Jeff Snyder from the Hot Mic podcast, Gosling is quote-unquote in the mix for the role of Reed Richards. Like the previous source, take this all with a grain of salt until official news are released from Marvel. But there have been rumors in the past that have swirled around Ryan Gosling joining the MCU. But being in the mix also means that he could be playing another role in the movie as well. I mean, it was never clarified that he was directly going to be playing Reed Richards, but he's amongst the mix to play Reed Richards. So like I said, take all this with a grain of salt. He might be in the mix for other roles as well, like Johnny Storm, Doctor Doom, Ben Grimm. Those are all possible roles that I could see him playing in as well. Much to theorize based on that casting rumor. With Feige looking for younger and new faces for his Fantastic Four, the list of potential actors grows by the day. Adam Driver, Penn Badgley, Diego Luna, John David Washington, and many others are all in line for the role. The Marvel clock is ticking soon, and Secret Wars looks to be the best chance we get to see Marvel's first family, at least of course until their official MCU film. That will drop on February 14th, 2025. So you have to believe that castings, if they're not in the last, they're in the second to last stages. Reed Richards is such a staple in Marvel Comics, leading his own team and joining other heroes at the same time. The best person for that role, in my opinion, would be Diego Luna. His name isn't as big as Ryan Gosling, and that actually allows him to immerse himself in the role even more. I'm also biased being a fan of Narcos Mexico. I want to see Luna and Huerta reunited in an MCU project. Just imagine it, Namor versus Reed Richards, Narcos Mexico style. Before we finish off this video, I would like for you to give this video a thumbs up and hit that like button if you can. Drop a sub, leave a comment, and hit that bell so you don't miss any videos coming up. But Luna is talented and blends the lines of serious and tenderness very well. Reed Richards was a smart scientist but also a private introvert at times, and I think while other actors could fit that role too, I think Diego Luna excels at for many other reasons. He also shows incredible lead potential with his role in Star Wars Andor. Honestly, the guy just hasn't hit it big in theaters yet, and really hasn't had the chance to star in a big role in the MCU. But this is a personal choice rather than a prediction. Reed Richards could be Penn Badgley or Ryan Gosling, and seeing the short list of actors is just encouraging overall. As for the rest of the cast of the film, I've covered other possible casting rumors in previous videos, but let me know in the comments if you think Ryan Gosling could play a good Reed Richards in the MCU, and let me know if you think Galactus would be a strong main villain for the first Fantastic Four film in the MCU. Share all those thoughts down below. I appreciate you dropping by and watching this video. If you haven't dropped a like, go ahead and drop it now. Leave your comments below, and also click on some videos here on the right side of your screen just to check out a little bit more of my videos here on YouTube. Thanks for watching and have a good one.